Hi, this is Matthew Ikania, your host on the Health, Economic, and Political Show. I'm here today to talk about exorbitant school fees that Africans, that Nigerians, that Kenyans, that Tanzanians, Ghanaians, and the rest of Africa, and the rest of Africa pay for school fees in foreign schools just to get an education abroad in a foreign land far away from home. Why it concerns me, why it has been like bothering to me to talk about this topic is that I noticed that they pay all this money after paying all the money and they have high expectations, and at the long run it doesn't work out the way they want it to be. They can't get the job after spending loads of money, after spending thousands of dollars, pounds. They can't get a job. It's I would say it's traumatic, it's painful, it's not something that one wants to like experience. And I noticed that it always happens to Africans. It's always happening to us because we've not realized what the whole game is about. We've not realized that the system doesn't want us to excel. We've not realized that we have to start working for our own self. We have to start planning for our own self. We have to start creating our own jobs. We have to start creating our own society. We have to start creating our own environment that will accommodate us prospering as a people. Now, if you are planning to um, go abroad for education, my advice to you is this. Just say think about I'm just trying to make you understand that you should think twice about it, think twice, think deep about it, and think if it's worth it. If you are going for a bachelor's degree especially, think about it if it's worth it. If it's worth you paying 45,000 to 80,000 pounds if you are going to the UK, between 45,000 and 80,000 pounds, that's what it's gonna like take you to get like a bachelor's degree. Like I think the cheapest in university should be about maybe 13 or 14 or 15, and from there up. So just think about that amount. That's what you're gonna pay throughout your period in that bachelor's degree. And when you spend this money, is it that you have your parents, your people, your family have a business that you're gonna go back to, that you're going to fall back to, then if that's the case, it's worth it because you learn all these things, then you take it to go and you take all the experience or all the skills that you've learned or all the improvement that you've gotten, you go back to put it into that business of your family, that business of your people, that business of your relative or your parents. That makes sense. But if you are going to school thinking that after when you leave school you're going to get a job in places like UK, America, Canada, and all these places. I think you have to think twice about this because it doesn't make any sense for you to pay all that money as an African. You know how you struggle to get the money, you know how the money comes about, you know how stressful it is. I think it's not I don't know. I think it's not a good idea. Like, you spend all that money instead of you to maybe stay in Africa and get the kind of education in Africa. You spend all that money and you come down here. Spending all that money for a bachelor's degree shows that you're rich, that you are well to do, you are okay. You come down, spend all that money, and when you finish spending it, you graduate, and you start looking for a job, looking for jobs here, start looking for jobs here, and they make it very hard. They make it very hard. That's the truth. Especially in the UK, they make it very hard for you to get a job because they don't want you around. They just want your money. So we have to think about all this because it's very, very important. I think we have to open our people's eyes up to let them know that you don't have to spend all that money to get a school, to get an abroad degree abroad, and after everything you'll be looking for jobs. Instead, put that money into something, put the money into business, talk to your people and let them give you the money so that you invest it. Instead, go to a university in Africa, a good one, and spend a fraction of that money and get that degree and start up something for yourself. Now, a lot of people come to the places like UK, and when they study, they spend all that money and they want to stay back. Like, I'm sorry to say this because every day they are making everything very hard. They are like tightening up all the loose ends, creating laws, different kind of laws to block any opportunity that you have as an African to stay back. So they're making everything hard. They're making things, even if you find a way to stay back, they frustrate you. Personally, I know how many times I have applied for jobs and they will call me, oh, we like your CV and all that, all that. Don't worry, we'll get back to you. Once they hear your accent that you're not from that environment, that you're not from that place, that you're not from the UK, like originally, they make it difficult for you. Like, they say, we'll get back to you. They never got back. In many of the cases, they never got back. And that's how it is. Then you have to like try to survive, finding one means or the other to survive, doing one kind of funny jobs to another funny jobs for you to make ends meet. It's still serious. It's really, really serious. Now they are taking advantage of our people, so our people should wake up. We should wake up. We should try and do something about our country, directly or indirectly. And I believe that if people realize all these things, that instead of taking all that money to go and spend in the school and abroad, get a degree in Nigeria or get a degree in Africa, then take that money and start a business, do something, I think that will help. But the thing is that the government is an issue, and I think we as a people we have to rise up and challenge the government. We have to rise up and make sure demand what we deserve. Look at Sudan. Sudan, they've been in slavery for like 30 years from that president Al Bashir. Now they've been liberated. So we have to take the bull by the horn. I remember Showore came down, was campaigning, all the youth vote for me, all the youth vote for me. We didn't listen. We were talking about voting for articulated and all that. Look at what happened. If all the youth had gang up to vote for Showore, do you think anybody want to come and snatch ballot box from youths? No, nobody will want to do that. But we let that time pass. All those young guys, they came out. We didn't. Nobody supported any one of them. Instead, we were supporting the old people that don't have any ideas. That's what's putting us in this kind of thing. And there's a massive brain drain in our country. All the doctors are running away. All the experts are running away. They are going elsewhere, and they are excelling elsewhere. And they got their training from Nigeria. They got their experiences from Nigeria, but they are running away. So think about it. But now there's an issue. No jobs, no jobs, no jobs. And the only way to go around this is by us creating jobs. How do you create jobs? All this money that we take to go and get foreign degrees, foreign whatever, if we use them to open businesses back home, we'll be able to create jobs. As those businesses flourishes, jobs will be created, and that's what we call self-independent. Not spending all that money and be looking for jobs in places like UK where you're not going to get any good job. Another thing is that the UK system is discriminating. Yes, we should know that the system will not permit you that you are from Africa to come and take a job when they know that somebody that is half as good as you, they can give that job to that person. Yes, they will take that job that you're looking for and they will give to somebody who is from the EU. And if they don't get somebody who's from the EU, they give somebody who's from um, UK the job. So you don't have any chance at all. And if anybody from other internationals are related to any member of this UK families or citizen, they will give that person the job. So you are very very at the bottom, the last at the bottom, very second class citizen in every way, very last at the bottom. You don't have any chance at all. Your best bet is to take that money that you want to go and you want to use to go and get a bachelor's degree, a PhD, use it, invest it, and start a business. And from there, you'll be employing people. You solve the problem in Africa. You solve the problem we're having over there in Africa instead of taking all that money up to 80,000 pounds. In America is a lot. Instead of taking all that money, taking it to go and invest in an education that will not give you any job. I think we have to really wake up. We have to really think about it. It's too much money for you to waste. Then at the long run, no job. Then you'll be running around, running around. I think we have to create our own greener pastures in Africa. We have to really create our own greener pasture in Africa by creating jobs. I'm not saying people. Oh, some people may have reasons for coming to UK, maybe health problem and all that, but still, it's still the same thing. If our government put good health centers for us, buy health equipment, the modern equipment, and make our experts stay home, like pay them well, we wouldn't be running abroad to go and get healthcare abroad. It's a big issue. And another thing I've noticed is that these UK schools, these European schools, these American schools, they are using us as cash cows. We pay a lot of money, three times the money, two times the money. We pay more than all these locals when we get to their countries. And when we pay all this money, they take our money, they laugh, they grin at us, stupid people. They take our money, they give us this, they give us papers, they let us write exams. They don't even take you to the field. They don't even take you to the field, the practicing field where you get practical experience. They don't take you to fields. You don't have any field experience. You don't have any field research. You don't do anything as such. They just take your money, put you in the classroom, tell you a lot of things in the classroom. You write the exam, they give you a paper, and they tell you, get out of my country. That's what happens. That's what really happens. So we have to really wake up and think about all that money that we put into all these foreign schools that don't pay us back. We have to really wake up and think about it. And it's high time we should realize that the dogs and cats and the pets in Europe and America are more respected. They are given more respect than the respect we get with all our money, the way they treat us at the airports, when we get into the country, the way they treat us, the way they the whole continents, like we don't like you here, just give us your money and get out. We have to see all these things and wake up and do something about our situation. I know things are dire in Africa. I know things are rough in Africa, but we just have to wake up. Wake up. And how do we wake up? By creating our own business, starting our own business. Well, then we'll be able to solve the unemployment problem in our country, in our various countries in Africa. Also, by investing in stock markets, it's going to help us. If you don't know what to do with that your money, create start a business. Start a business. All these UK European students and all that, They have businesses they go to after they graduate. That's why they go to university, and when they finish, they go to fill up all those spaces. But there's no vacuum for you when they've gone to fill up all those spaces. There's no vacuum for you. So even though you are very good, they prioritize their people first and give them those jobs. So you that you're fighting to get those jobs, you don't have any chance because you've been disqualified. You are not UK, you are not British, you are not European, you are not from around here. So that's it. They just take your money, promise you heaven and earth, take your money, and when they take your money, immediately you finish, you're back to your country. So we have to think about it. Instead of taking all that money to start a program that at the long run, when we finish, we'll not have a job. Why don't we take that money, go to a business school in Africa, in Nigeria, go to business school or go to our institution there, then get some business skills, start a business, then invest in stock markets, invest in real estate, and invest in all those things. That's the way forward. That's the way forward. I don't know. I just felt like I need to talk about this because it's a big issue. People are coming here and are getting disappointed, and it feels bad after spending all that money. Because I know a lot of people sell land, sell different kind of things just to make all that money, and we pay times three of the money that local students pay. At the long run, there's nothing to show for it. There's no job to show for it. They take the money and tell you to go back home. It's painful. That's why I had to make this video. Please, if you're watching, please hit like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, do something to this video. It encourages me to make more. And I hope that I've been able to enlighten our young people. I'll be able to enlighten somebody out there. Thanks for watching.